Hi there, it's me, Gino. Cards. Yeah, you ever hear about these cards? I'm a card man. Let me tell you about cards. I'm Rishaman de Logris, which is the name they gave me for this sick-ass sorcerer man. My powers include the power of fucking shit up. Bo, what's up? Nights in tight spaces. Yeah. Nights in tight spaces. Gonna turn down the volume a bit so you can actually hear me without doing shit. Nights in tight spaces. Yeah. Cards! Oh! If only I had cards. Yeah, it does sound a lot like the Fights in Tight Spaces soundtrack, which, hey, I'm fine with that. Magic. 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 So, like Fights in Tight Spaces, you can knock people out of the environment. If you see I'm holding Alt, you can see the red line. If I am knocked out of the red line, I am killed instantly. The same is true for the enemy. But yeah, I just started to run, so I have just a basic deck. I got a new card. Heal all. That seems pretty good. We're going to take that. You managed to corner the last outlaw before they can scramble away. You're going to tell me who your boss is and where I can find them. I got nothing to say. Please let me go. Intimidate them. You've seen what I'm capable of, right? There's a little gold in my coal purse. Take it. Ka-ching. Alright. No, boss. Invitation. Fight club. Tavern. Heal party members. Purchase, upgrade, and remove cards. Purchase and upgrade equipment. Alright, so I'm a sorcerer. I just got this stick. And I got a heal salve. So let's go for upgrading cards. I feel like, okay, let's see. That only increases damage by 4. That increases damage by 6. See, I'm like Gino. I'm using smart person math to be like, ah, this is the most optimal of choices. And we're going to remove Quick Strike. Because you see, I'm being optimal with my cards. Card optimality. So you can only move in straight lines, just like in the hit video game Fights in Tight Spaces. Alright, let's see. We slip like this, and then we push this guy here. And then we eat shit. But it's okay, because I have a healer. Health is a resource, just like any other. That's what Gino says. And he knows about cards. I can't believe you did that move, he said. Alright, I still don't have teleport. So we're gonna do Rend. Let's see. If I do Fireball, I can kill this guy and then not die. I'm gonna do that. Optimal. Look at that. And then I can still hit this guy with Long Strike. And then I'm gonna heal myself, because I might as well. Hi, Bo. What's up, buddy? Also, Bo's here. Anyway, what if I went, Kapoo! Ka-chow! It's me, Lightning McQueen. And I went, hiya! What? Did you not like your dinner? What's up? Bo, come here. Okay. He's upset about something. I'll be back. I'll be back in a second. Yes, now we're playing Dogs in Tight Spaces. There's a dog on my lap, and a dog at my feet. And, we're just gonna deal with it. Optimal cards. See, this is optimal card use. I only need one hand, and I can use my other hand to pet Remy while she sits on my lap. then we're going to use Rend. And we're going to end our turn. Haha! Take that, Grandpa! Get tight spaced. What do you think, Remy? Am I doing a good job? Thank you. Thank you for kisses. Okay, we're gonna eat this. We're just gonna eat this in the face. Okay. I took a bunch of damage there. But on the other hand... yeah. Gonna heal. Gonna use this opportunity to heal. Because that's optimal. What do you think, Remy? Yeah. So yeah, then you use the card like this, and that does the thing. And then you go, wachow! And we got a new card. What do you think, Remy? Yeah. Yeah. She's currently licking my hand. Deception. Weak and vulnerable. Yeah, okay. Invitation to danger. Alright, lie low. We gotta heal. That's right, Remy. We gotta heal. That's very optimal. What do you think? Right hook or left? Yep. Oh, now we're in the privy. Yeah. Look at that optimal play, Remy. Didn't I do a good job? Yeah. Yeah. She's now put her paw on my arm. It's very cute. Unfortunately... You want to get down? What's wrong? What's wrong, sweetie? So here's my hot tip for feeding dogs, is you just give them the exact same thing, so that way if they steal from each other's bowls, it doesn't matter. That's optimal. Yeah. Remy, I'm playing a game. Fine, I'll use my other hand. I'm now using the mouse left-handed. So, unsurprisingly, the Sorcerer does not seem like a great repositioning class. You're not really moving guys around so much as you just have a fireball and it hits really hard. I played a little bit as the Brawler just to get a bit of a different feel. And the Brawler is basically the fights in tight spaces class, because they don't care about weapons. They just care about punching. What do you think? What's up? What's up? What's okay, doggies? Also, my brother's at class. So, hi. Hi. You, oh, nope. You made... Okay. Okay. Yes. I understand. It's okay. The real fight in tight spaces is happening right here. At home. What's up? What's up, doggies? So how's everyone else's week going? Any, Any dogs jumping on your lap? Demanding your attention? I just have to survive 2 more turns. I just have to survive 2 more turns, Remy. I have to survive 2 more turns. Bo, thankfully, cannot jump on my lap. Because he is 50 pounds. Ah! Stop. Alright, Prince Besa. It's okay. You can stay there, yeah. Okay, what if the 50-pound dog was also roughly the weight and temperature of a very large shag carpet? Alright, slip. I mean, I just need to survive. So I just need to go whoop. Man, I'm really playing optimally here. I'm so good at cards, you guys. Apply to aggro. I'm gonna skip. Oh, there's a treasure chest. Oh, you just have to move on to it? I knocked him over the bar. Fireball! Optimal. Front kick, quick kick. Stem flow. Yeah, quick kick.
So, what's happening here?
Hi, Justin. Welcome to my normal card game segment we do on this channel.
Okay.
This is Knights in Tight Spaces, the sequel to Fights in Tight Spaces. Now there are wizards.
I saw someone in this Discord play this. Not this, but the Fights in Tight Spaces.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it was me, because I'm the card man.
Yeah, definitely you. And it seemed like a really cool game when I watched definitely you play it.
Yeah. Oh, look at you
Maybe
guys.
a little bit puzzle strategy.
Yeah.
What do you think of it so far?
Wizard kick. Begone! So the big difference here, other than it being fantasy now, is you can have multiple characters. So in that way, it's a little bit closer to an obscure little game called
Gloomhaven?
Marvel Midnight Suns.
Oh.
Where each character can only use certain cards, or use cards differently from one another. Okay, I don't have any good cards here. So we're just gonna push you into this guy. Boop, boop. Oh, that worked. And then you're gonna hit that guy. Great. I did it. Look at me being optimal card.
The violin in this battle music is giving me a JRPG vibe.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's not an accident, but
Oh, he does a sick pole vault. I'm optimally playing this game.
looks like you're getting cornered.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not taking damage. And that's the only thing that matters. Blat. I got a stick. And then I kill him. Look at this sick replay. Where I John Wick it. Okay.
I remember this looking cooler than the other game.
Yeah, I'm just being optimal, okay? Secret Strike. Increases combo. Alright, Blacksmith, you can upgrade weapons and purchase consumables. I can't afford any of this. I got a bottled flame. Got my invitation in. Yep. I'm not in favor of working with kidnappers. Okay, we're gonna teleport him. And then we're gonna do a quick kick. And he's gonna get hit. Yeah! And I'm gonna do rend and hit all of these guys at once.
Hello, Yatsu.
Hello. Welcome to my fight club. I think I just have to kill the boss.
Here we go. I love it when Discord sets my microphone as my output speaker.
Yeah,
That's something that could
as one
could
does.
work, right? I guess this microphone does have a headphone jack on the bottom of it, but I've never put it into it. So.
I mean, technically, microphones can output sound, but A, it damages them, and B, it's not very loud.
Well, I'm all about damaging my equipment.
Well, now let's think about this again. So there are a lot of guys who want my gullet. No, we're just gonna do the
Okay,
exact same. We're just gonna eat it in the face. Because that's optimal.
You didn't eat much.
That's fine, I have 5 hit points left. Hit points are just a resource. Isn't that right, Bo?
Yeah, but when you run out of that resource, you fall over dead.
Having 1 hit point is just as good as having 5. It means you're not dead. That's what my pa always used to tell me.
Yeah.
Back before he went to go buy cigarettes. So this is just fights in tight spaces, except with knights?
Yeah, but you can also... There's a party now.
That's more than one person?
Yeah, you can.
Is it?
Oh,
is
I'm
it something
fucking
that
dead.
Comes along later? Is it something that comes along later, or did you just opt to go? For
Oh
one
no!
person?
Once you're done with the first area, which I was, you get the ability to hire more people.
But you didn't.
No, I died.
I mean, you could have hired more people before you started this level.
No. That once you beat that boss, you can hire people. Let's do fighter. So fighters, they get heavy strike and charge strike and 3-strike combo. And Hugo Cross is a pretty good name.
That is a pretty good name.
Walter Achard. That's pretty good too. Alright. Receive weapon. Hand axe. Okay, weapon attack steal +1 damage, +2 damage to block. Gain 4 block at the start of each turn. Oh. So I got equipment now.
Yeah, that's effectively 4 HP every turn.
Enemies with a combo attack hit you multiple times. You can't hurt me, I've got block! Sweep!
That seems pretty effective.
Yeah. Hammer blow. Long strike. I was going to finish the alien campaign. I just figured I'd see if I could bait anyone. Not that I would ever, you know.
No, clearly not.
Alright, 8. +6. That's 14. That's as much block as I have. I don't need to fucking move. Although I will. And then I dash away and they go pew! And it kills that guy.
Oh, he hit his own dude.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Morph.
The dog has sensed the threat. No, I'm glad the microphone was able to pick that up.
Yeah, me too.
So how you doing, Justin?
I'm doing okay.
Okay, it's better than horribly bad, at least. So,
Yeah.
good on that. It is only Tuesday, so
Yeah. there's currently a really bad storm in the southeastern U.S. that's supposed to hit me in the early morning.
That's not ideal.
No, that's not fun.
But in the grand scheme of things, if this isn't hurricane quality, right? It's just gonna be a bad day.
I mean, it has been producing tornadoes,
Oh, well, that's not. Yeah.
but it's supposed to be less powerful by the time it gets here. But also, last year we had several tornadoes past this area, in an area where we never experienced tornadoes.
I can see that being
So-
a problem.
Yeah, that's like okay. They were all pretty weak, except for one day where we got 2 tornadoes that were EF1
Mm,
that caused some damage and killed somebody. So yeah,
jeez. Do you guys not have basements in that area? Is it not a common thing?
some houses do. I do not. We don't. This isn't something that happens all. It can happen here, but it
Yeah.
almost never happens. And we also don't get many bad floods. Like it's possible for there. It's possible for things to happen here, but it doesn't happen often.
Yeah.
So yeah. If a tornado decides to touch down where I live, I'm screwed.
Yeah, it's not great.
But
I only had to deal with a tornado in this area once. And yeah, that was a thing.
yeah, it's not fun.
Yeah, it's that is a day I will always remember because my sister was insistent on me driving her to the gym, even though I'm like, there's a tornado warning. This is a bad idea.
Yeah. Now the
Eventually,
day. So
she
so
made
the
me
day,
into just doing it. But yeah, go ahead.
the day where we had 2 tornadoes touch down, I was at work. I work in the basement of a large brick building. I can't think of anywhere better to be in this area when a tornado touches down.
Absolutely. Yeah, for me, I was at a gym in the greater
Mhm.
Toronto area, and then I was like, okay, I'm leaving you here, and I'm just going to drive home. And then I looked at the road towards where my house is, and there was a tornado in it. And I'm like, okay, driving the other way.
Oh.
It's every time it's happened here, it's been far too rainy for me to actually see anything.
Yeah.
So
I have great news. It was
Mhm.
the UPS man.
Oh, did he
Ah.
bring
He
did he
brought
bring goodies?
a package?
he brought packages for my parents who aren't even here.
Ah, but you signed for them, right?
Yeah. No, I didn't have to do that. I'm not.
They didn't make you pay some sort of fee.
No.
I think they only do that to Canadians, where they're like, hey, you got to pay a fee because this came from the States. You're like,
All those fees are usually paid when you buy whatever.
sometimes they're not. In the sense of you bought it off eBay and the idiot didn't fucking fill out the paperwork properly.
I'm pretty sure the shipper has to do all the paying before he gets shipped. But
It depends.
I mean, like around here, or at least in the States. Didn't you live in this? Didn't you say you lived in the States for a little while at some point?
Yes, I am
From
Kaiba.
From 2008 to 2012, yes.
In that I'm bad at Yu-Gi-Oh.
Kaiba's never won a game. So that, there you go. I mean, he has won games, just not against that one dude. I think his name's
Is it-
Yugi.
Is Kaiba the Krillin of Yu-Gi-Oh?
Kaiba is like the
The
Sasuke
Yamcha?
of Yu-Gi-Oh.
I don't. What's a Sasuke?
Sasuke.
Okay.
It sounds like a sausage style.
Okay, so Sasuke is the Kaiba of Naruto.
So
All right.
Sasuke is the Vegeta of
Of Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Got it. All anime needs to be explained to me in Dragon Ball Z terminology.
Absolutely. Specifically Z. We can't go anywhere else.
Yeah.
If someone references GT, you need to kill them. It just is what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, no step into the Grand Tour jokes happening
Step
here.
into the Grand Tour.
That
Oh!
fucking song is trash.
Yeah, it's great. It's
I would
fucking
love
terrible.
to know like how that happened. Someone like gave them. That, like,
Bruce
this is what we're
Falconer is
doing.
the answer.
Oh really?
Yeah, the early 2000s was the answer.
Like at some point, someone's like, Dan. I forget the rest of that song's name, but
Dan.
this is a song
No,
that's
like,
so good that people hum this song in Japan, even though that show was ass and no one liked it.
Oh,
Let's
dun
replace
dun
it
da
with
da
that.
da 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 da. Yeah.
I mean, even the first run of Dragon Ball Z had the Dragon, Rock the Dragon, whatever it was, Rock the Dragon song. So like,
But that was invented by Canadians.
yeah.
Well, there's also Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, that's the song I'm talking about.
Yeah. And then there's Dragon, Rock the Dragon Ball Z.
That's the same song.
Yeah,
Well, there's
except
two
one of them
different
is Canadian.
Yeah, one of them is done by Funimation. It just says Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball
Yeah.
Z. It
Dragon
just
Ball
keeps doing that.
Z.
Oh.
And the other one's Dragon, Rock the Dragon Ball Z, and then someone yells in the background.
Yeah. They're all dumb. But I could see why. I could see where the Dragon Ball GT rap. I can see how that came to be. It's
And then
not
there's
good.
And then there's the Portuguese opening theme, which let me tell you,
What, for Z or GT?
for Z, for GT
Great.
they were smart enough.
So-
They were like, hey, let's just use Dan. They literally just used Dan. They didn't
Yeah.
even translate it. If anyone out there wondering like what does the Portuguese opening theme to Dragon Ball Z sound like, you're better off not knowing.
I'm about to find out.
It's not nearly as bad as like the German Naruto opening, but maybe
German
close.
Naruto is art, sir.
Is this what you're talking about? Yatsu?
There's two of them. There's a Brazilian one and a Portuguese one. The Portuguese one's the one that's truly awful.
I don't know which one this one is.
Oh, I knocked that guy out of the toilet.
All right, let me see. Let me click on this link. Oh, YouTube ads. Why did you mess up ad blocker for me? Copy, paste, insert into. Let me tell you guys about the Brave browser. It just blocks all YouTube ads. Oh yeah, this is it.
Yeah, this is podcast. This is brought to you by Opera GX. The browser for gamers, Justin.
Yeah, that's where you play all your Flash games in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when you're playing your filthy Flash games, you don't want anyone to see your browser history, I imagine.
What was the other one you said? The German which opening?
German Naruto.
German Naruto opening.
Great. What is this like?
Good.
It starts off with the most unenthusiastic "if you believe it" I've ever heard in my life.
His name is Naruto, and his friend Sasuke.
I think at one point someone just says he's really cool, and I'm not sure if that's from that or something else, but I don't know.
There are no weak cards in my deck, Kaiba. Anyway, the great thing is, if I don't move, I just keep building a combo. And then I just, hit really hard with, like, the 3 cards I have that do combo.
Nice.
Look, I did it. I took less than 5 damage, so I get plus 5 max health.
Great.
Positioning move up to 2 tiles, discard...
Lionheart, are you suggesting that Yugi's cheating? The person who literally has the mind of an ancient pharaoh back in his head telling him how to play the game is
Lionheart, do you
just
have an
that it might be an unfair
Xbox?
advantage?
What does Lionheart having an Xbox have to do with this?
Because that's where you want to play Ninja Gaiden.
No. I mean, you can get it on PC, but with a controller?
Yeah, but not the version you want.
I mean, I'm fine with playing Sigma. I don't really care.
I thought they put Ninja Gaiden 2 Black on
Yeah.
Game Pass. What are you talking about Ninja Gaiden 1?
You have... Yes, I mean, Sigma's fine. The actual answer is just get the Master Collection.
And then don't play Ninja Gaiden 3.
And then, yeah, don't play Ninja Gaiden 3. Who would do such a thing?
Who is it that's playing Ninja Gaiden 3 again?
Lionheart.
Oh, why would you do that to yourself?
If you have a PS3, then you could play, Ninja Gaiden 3 on the PlayStation 3 and then regret everything. Just absolutely everything. Let me tell you, what if that one bit from Metal Gear Rising was the whole fucking video game?
Can you actually play OG Ninja Gaiden 3 these days? Yeah, if you have a PS3 or 360.
Yeah, it's totally on either of those. In fact, I would say that's the easiest one to play. Like, isn't PlayStation 3 emulation somewhat good? Or am I crazy?
I mean, it's okay. It's better than you think it would be.
Considering that the PlayStation's a giant fucking mess, yeah, it's
Considering
like that it runs at all.
I guess considering that the console is 19 years old, it's about time the emulation got good. But it's not perfect.
Oh wait, there's an Xbox 360 recompiler. How does that work?
So that's a thing that just dropped on the internet.
Mhm.
It's one of those things where it's that
Like, I know what a compiler is, but like, what is an Xbox 360 recompiler?
basically
do?
it recompiles 360 games to work on PC.
Oh, okay. Okay. And that just works?
I know basically it was the tool used to make the PC native port of Sonic Unleashed a thing.
It recompiles them in C++.
But I think you still have to do work.
Wouldn't you mean it ports it to C++ and then compiles it? I thought compilation happened after you made all the programming stuff.
Listen, they only ever taught me Java and Turing 2.0 when I was in high school, so I don't know C++. And if I'm being honest, I'm pretty sure all my high school drinking destroyed all the Java knowledge.
I would recommend against that. Hi there, cool teens. This is me, Arbitrary Water.
Most of those games would have been coded in C++ in the first place, just for a Power PC and not for an x86 PC.
So what you're saying, but what we've learned is that with this recompiler, technically MindJack is free.
Technically, if people were to, I don't know, make a native PC port of the 360 tactics game Operation Darkness, por ejemplo, just for an example. Not that I would ever look for a way to play it Operation Darkness natively.
Anyway, when is someone going to recompile the club?
Yeah, that's right. You better be calling ICE because I'm El Arbitrario. And I'm just too hot. Anyway. Look at me. Throat punch. Flying strike. Alright, let's see. Hearty stew. What?
Excuse me.
Frickin' dog just going. "Rrr."
I'm trying to remember something from this morning that a friend sent me that I thought was pretty funny. I'm not sure what the context of it was. It was like someone announcing that they had left some sort of news publication, that they were starting their
Yeah.
own news publication. But the funny thing is, they had a portrait of themselves behind them, and I thought that was very funny.
Alright, we're gonna upgrade the Iron Shield to Iron Shield Plus. So now it gives me 6 block every turn. Why did the dogs get anxious?
Yeah. Lionheart says R.I.P. Space Ghost, which, yeah.
Yeah. R.I.P. Space Ghost. What's up, Bo? What's up, bud? Are you mad at me for some reason? I took these guys, or are you mad that Remy's in your spot? What's up? This is what happens when I'm the only person home.
The dogs look to you for guidance.
The dogs look to me for guidance. My parents decided to go to Florida again. Well, not again, because it's been a year and a half since my dad has been there. But
Technically, it's again because they've been there before.
what's up, bud? Go sit right there. Go sit right there. It's okay. What? He's just staring at me. Menacingly. Hi. I'm going to take a picture. What's up? I'm going to put this in voice to text. He's just staring at me and going, "Rrr."
It's asserting dominance.
No, I think he genuinely is mad that Remy is in his spot.
Well, sometimes you gotta,
Yeah.
you know,
No,
get over it.
he's staring at me like that right now. Yes.
Alright. I'm gonna be back in a second.
All right. So how's everyone enjoying the dog time? All having a good time out there? Or are we all still just kind of reflecting on the loss of Space Ghost? Which, don't get me wrong, that's a sad story. Cool dude. That being said, I'm pretty sure the only time I ever really watched Space Ghost Coast to Coast would have been just, nights where I couldn't sleep and it happened to be on, which was pretty much every night in Canada. I don't know about the US. But they basically just put that show on repeat every night on Teletoon from like 11 till, I think 11 till 2 a.m. It was almost like they were just filling time. Have the dogs taken over?
And welcome back to Man Attempts to Entertain Dogs.
Sometimes it's a hard thing to do.
In this episode, I attempted to entertain the dogs.
Well, they haven't killed you, so it must have gone well to a certain degree. You have not angered the dogs.
No.
That's always step one. Do not anger the dogs. Honestly, I'm not sure what step 2 is.
Alright. Alright. Quick kick. Charge strike. And then we're gonna shunt. Look, he got hit by his guys. Yeah, so I think Bo just wanted a toy.
Mm-hmm. And you got Bo this toy?
And Remy had it.
Ah,
Anyway, I beat the boss.
nice. The more I look at this game and the previous game, I feel like it's just kind of very similar to Into the Breach, except maybe...
A little bit, yeah. Choose card, upgrade. We're gonna upgrade sweep.
I guess with less roguelite features.
Yeah. So I think the difference between this and Into the Breach is that there's still chaos to it because you are still drawing cards.
Yeah, whereas Into the Breach, you have your own moveset, and that's...
Yeah, whereas Into the Breach is entirely deterministic.
Yeah, it's more like a puzzle than a... Well, I mean, I guess this is still puzzle-like, but just you don't necessarily always get what you want.
And I think that's always been my problem with Into the Breach is it's a little too
not enough X factor. It's kind of
yeah, there's not enough chaos.
So what you're saying is, if you were to make Into the Breach 2, you would introduce cards to it.
I'm saying that Into the Breach would be a better game if there were card bullshit.
So I feel like cards are just like another way of doing dice rolls, except maybe like less overt and less punishing.
Yeah. But you have control over what you get.
Yeah, like you could build your deck or like buy cards that you want to use, potentially remove cards you don't want to use, find weird synergies, that sort of thing.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that sick blocking. I keep forgetting that I can do that.
Is that like a card that lets you block, or is it just an ability?
It's just, I start with block, and then I can use block to block.
Okay. So it's more so like it's been building, and sometimes you forget that it's been building.
Yeah. Okay, do 6 damage. That's whatever. Alright, we're gonna... Oh... If only there was a...
Blizzard, but what if the cards were also dice rolls?
Yeah, okay.
I mean, you could do that. Theoretically, it would probably give you, like, make you have a bad time if you ask me, but you could totally do that. If each card just said roll a dice, and then, like, if 1 to 3 rolls, this happens. If 3 to 6 rolls, this happens.
Yeah. Maintain combo. Combo is not lost with momentum this turn. None of those excite me.
Oh, you're one of those people that'll just, like, leave cards behind if none of them are good?
Yeah.
Honestly, that's probably the smarter thing to do, but I always just say, like, fuck it. I pick the least worst card all times. And then just clutter my deck with bad cards.
Okay, melee weapon attacks deal 1 weakened to the target. That seems useful.
Oh, Hearthstone? I mean, I don't know. Hearthstone's a card game that I absolutely deplore. You know, I hate that game. I hate that game so freaking much.
Yeah, I played Hearthstone for like 2 months and then realized, oh, no.
I feel like
You're not going to
Hearthstone is
build
a card
any
game.
sort of deck worth building.
Not unless you actually put money into it, yeah.
Yeah.
But Hearthstone is a game that has all of the worst tendencies of both Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic the Gathering. It's like,
In
what if we
one.
took the worst... Yeah, what if we took the worst parts about Yu-Gi-Oh! And the worst parts of Magic, and we combined them? Oh, your opponent has a bunch of monsters, and you need to find a way to clear their board? Well, guess what? All your monsters have summon sickness, so, I guess you're just gonna die. Honestly, it still kind of shocks me to this day that the Yu-Gi-Oh! Client that they made in Master Duel is as free-to-play friendly as it is.
Wait, nope. Alright, let's see. If I change it to the right, he'll go that way. Okay. Okay, watch this. I'm gonna go... Let's see, I could do... Nope. We're gonna do Charge Strike. And then we're gonna shunt him to the right. Look at that. Optimal. Blat.
I gotta say, that was a pretty good combination of moves. It worked out pretty well.
Okay, I see.
Jeez, this cough that I had like 3 weeks ago, I feel like I don't know, I'm not sick anymore, but the coughing has just not left.
Yep.
It's just still within me.
Yeah.
So I'm constantly just muting myself.
You there?
Oh, hi there.
Oh.
It's me, Braden, doing my normal card stream.
Yeah, this is the standard.
I'm
card
being
stream.
Oh, you're
optimal.
doing a card stream?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
As I always am. Just
really?
like I'm, you know, the #1 adventure game player on this channel.
God damn. It's been a day, guys.
Yeah.
I'll just say that.
Lemon, it's
Everything all
Wednesday.
right?
It's
Not
only
even Wednesday.
It's
Not
technically
even.
Tuesday.
It's technically.
Delayed gratification. Yeah, that seems optimal. I
I'm
can now
pretty-
hire recruits at
We're
taverns.
doing
and
cards up in this bitch.
now I can hire.
Nope, I want to save the cheeseburgers for last.
You know what? I'm not gonna ask. It's fine.
No, I'm eating
Something
burgers.
tells me I already know. Yeah, I figured.
Okay.
Oh, what the fuck? They overfried the chicken patties. They're fucking hockey pucks.
Oh,
How unfortunate.
how unfortunate. What a shame. All
I
right.
expect
So
quality,
now
but-
I can pick between my
Burger
two characters to play cards.
So does that give you like access to a second deck, or do they all get access? To
They so it like in the hot cool video game Marvel Midnight Suns.
Still haven't played it, but sure.
It's good.
Your hand is both characters. Oh, paranoia. Cool. I see.
So, Braden, if we were to record a Midnight
Yes.
Suns podcast, I think the core question would probably be, why do we actually think that game failed?
Because people were fucking sick of the MCU.
We're sick of the
That's it.
MCU. I also think we reached peak tactics game by that point.
And from what I
I think
understand,
the market
people
had
still are
shifted
trying to-
underneath the feet of even Firaxis, and there was nothing they could do.
Yeah.
Was that game like an actual like loss to them? Did they not make any money?
It
Oh,
did not do very well for them.
Wait, what game? Sorry.
Midnight Suns.
Midnight Suns.
You'd think a Marvel game would be a surefire hit.
Eh.
You would think that.
But you would be wrong. I mean, that first Marvel Avengers game wasn't really a hit, right? From what I understand.
I mean, no. Oh, the Avengers? No, absolutely
Yeah,
not.
like, I think I bought that game used in the shop, like, and it was like the special edition for like $4.
I mean, that game was doomed practically the minute they announced it. When we saw first gameplay footage, like even Jeff Gerstmann was saying, that thing looked awful.
Yeah, is that game even playable anymore?
Yes. If you bought it.
But you can't buy it anymore.
Yeah, the servers are
Global
still
live
up.
service stuff?
They gave people who owned it basically everything.
Okay.
Um,
So there's never been a better time to play that game, is what you're saying.
If you
And
own it.
remember, that was like what broke the dam with Square Enix selling all of their Europe stuff. Because they basically did a fire sale of like IDOS. They let IO walk away for nothing.
well, IO was before the Avengers. IO was after Hitman 1.
Well, even that.
Yeah,
Like-
that one was wild. I'm not necessarily sure that Hitman 1 sold well.
It
I have no
definitely seems like the series eventually, like Hitman 3 did quite well. I think Hitman eventually got there.
I think that, like, from an executive's perspective, it's like, wait, we spent all this money to redo the engine for you to soft reboot this franchise, and this is what we got. And it's like, yeah, we're gonna do iterative, like, sequels at a pretty quick cycle now. It's like,
And
nah.
Square Enix is like, how could you do this to us?
You're supposed
that
to
I
release
can't
one
believe
massive
Crystal
game.
Dynamics would do this to us. Yeah, also the IDOS Guardians of the Galaxy game didn't do super well, which is a shame
game's
because
great.
people like that game.
Yeah, that game's actually good.
I own it. I've not played it.
Oh, by the way, if you're next to an ally and you hit them, what if I told you?
Get
Yeah.
hurt? Is there friendly fire?
No, if you hit an enemy while you are while there's an ally adjacent, you do a combo.
Oh, okay.
So you hit them and then the enemy hit, and then your friend hits them.
Steel armor. I got a free steel armor for
Alright, I mean,
now I get 12 block at the start of every turn with this guy.
Why is the dog looking so judgmental at you?
Because I think Remy had his toy.
The thing looks, like it's, like, I'm fucking in a mood right now. I don't like your shit. Basically, it seems like the dog went up to you and was like, hey, Braden, I don't get you.
Why? How dare you? Uh-oh, there's some sort of monster. Aggressive
I'm
energies
gonna
move every
guess,
time you move.
I'm gonna guess green is good guys.
Yeah.
And red is bad guys.
Yes.
Am I correct?
Yes. Alright, we're going to take delayed gratification. Going to take... Alright, oh, it's a zombie.
Do you think we'll ever see another Gex game?
No. But, you will be able to pay them money to,
I kind of don't want to.
to play those games again.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, whenever someone says like, "Hey, we're gonna re-release Nintendo 64 and PlayStation 1 games," that's always a hard sell to me. I mean, PlayStation 1 emulation's basically been completely solved. Maybe not so much N64, but even still, it's very playable.
Yeah. You keep, Braden, you keep saying delayed gratification, and I guess I'm reminded that basically last year we completely debunked the marshmallow test.
Oh, let me tell you about the marshmallow test. We love talking. My people, we love talking about the marshmallow test.
Delayed gratification?
Yeah. It's like one of the favorite stories that was always used in church. Anyway, sweet.
Well, yeah, it turns out that
It's all horseshit.
it's. I think the extended Watts et al. Study said it does not reliably predict adult outcomes. Also, they wanted to see, okay, is this just like an American thing? So they did the marshmallow test in Japan, and they're like, no, yeah, we just confirmed that Japanese people are super patient, and that's, if you're in a culture of patience, it's like completely less. It's like non-existent.
None of this surprises me in any way. Flying strike. Hammer blow.
Yeah, as WK points out, isn't the big play with your people?
Yeah, no, it's all about like self-denial.
And if you deny yourself right now, you get your own planet.
Well,
right?
yeah, that's where
That's
we
the
eventually
big play.
get to. Yes.
You know what? Don't want my own planet. Seems like a lot
But
of
what
work.
if you went to super duper heaven?
Yeah, super heaven.
Super heaven?
Super heaven.
Is that like when I have like NPR Plus or something?
Yeah.
Or YouTube Premium?
Yeah.
Wait, Jatsu, I'm just gonna ask this. Do you not know like the concept of collab in
Oh,
Mormon
buddy.
thought?
I'm sorry, the what?
We don't need to get into this.
I just didn't understand the word that he said.
No, I'm just gonna,
What?
Braden, I'll do this quick. Like the
No, I mean, I
big
didn't hear
thing-
the physical word. Like, I didn't. Like,
the
the
big
word
thing
didn't
with
come out.
Mormonism is that there's like the end terminus of heaven is actually a planet,
Okay.
a foreign
Sure.
planet far off, and it's called
Yeah,
Kolob.
but it's one of those things where it's who knows how much of it is actually considered quote unquote real
it's
doctrine
like also
anymore.
in dispute. They're
You need-
practicing Mormons.
you
that
need
don't
to
believe in
understand.
Kolob. Yeah, it's complicated.
You need to understand, just like every other religion, people in Mormonism just sometimes believe shit that ain't official in any sense?
Well, I mean,
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
No, tell me. Please, tell me what my people believe, Chris.
no, I was gonna make a joke or a reference of they're the people who live on the farms that no
Yeah.
one talks about.
Oh,
'Cause they do
oh yeah.
something.
Listen. Yeah. And then, you know, and then you get into all of the splinter groups, the fundamentalists. Rally.
Perhaps the same could be said of all religions.
Perhaps the same could be
Yeah,
said of
whoa,
all
whoa,
religions.
Whoa, what the fuck is like Hippocrates is up in this bitch? Like,
Whoa,
got a
you ever
fucking
think that
Aristotle
organized
here.
religion might...
Might be
You ever
forced,
think that
yeah.
maybe the Catholics maybe had some weird stuff to say in, like, the 15th century?
Something about,
Anyway, I grew up.
something about indulgences or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, I grew
What's
up in
this
a
about?
Protestant area. You want
Yeah.
to talk about splits? and
Yeah, you want to talk
weird
about...
Churches next to churches. That's my
Fucking-
favorite thing going down to the south. Is like
No.
I just drove past a Church of Christ, and then by a Church of Jesus Christ, and then a Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and by
I don't think we
the
have many
traditional
Latter-day
Jesus
Saints
Christ church.
churches.
No, I
Oh,
went to
yeah,
all
no,
of them.
they're... Listen.
We have some. We
Yeah.
have some. I know we have some. I'm not saying we don't.
Oh,
It's
I know
not
you
as
do,
numerous
but
as,
you don't
like-
have that many.
It's not as numerous as the Presbyterians and the Baptists and the Lutherans and.
Ah, the Lutherans.
But yeah, it's like, it's. I'm not sure if gas stations or churches are more common.
It's still gas stations.
Yeah, we could talk about original Battlestar Galactica, the 80s one, not the
I tried
2004
to
one.
watch, an episode of the original Battlestar Galactica. It's not great.
Yeah, well,
And yes,
It
I
was
have
made
seen
by
the entirety of the
an
original,
LDS
or not the
guy.
remake.
See, my thing is like that first season of the reboot Battlestar Galactica show is so fucking good.
It
But
is.
man,
I would even argue that the second season is very good.
it's like halfway into season 2 where everything goes to shit.
I don't even think so. I think the first 2 seasons are really strong, and if you binge watch that series, like the first 2 seasons are enough to make you complete the whole thing. Like you will
And
just
then you get to
just kinda
season
need to know.
3 and things start to get a little weird. And then you get to season 4 and it's like, fuck. But yeah, that
Honestly,
first
just thought
season
there
of
was 3
Battlestar
seasons.
Galactica,
Sure.
the reboot, is genuinely good. Like, awesome. Downright good TV.
How many good sci-fi shows were there?
In that era?
Babylon 5.
Babylon 5 is one of those shows that starts real rough, and apparently if you make your way through it, it's very good. But I can't get past that.
Stargate eventually got there.
Stargate is like popcorn. It's just there. Like it's
comfort
not.
food.
It's like you could watch it on a Saturday. Like yeah, okay, I guess I'll watch another episode of Stargate since it's on. I like this big dude who says "indeed" a lot.
What about Stargate?
They should have that guy
Atlantis?
play Kratos.
Wait, does he play Kratos?
Yeah, Christopher
Yes.
Judge is Kratos in the new ones.
Oh, I did not know that.
Boy.
Not in the old ones. What happened to the original voice actor?
Oh, well,
No,
I don't want to spoil anything, but he
he turn
does.
into-
He is in the Valhalla DLC
Oh,
for God of
Okay.
War Ragnarok. See, that DLC made me go, oh, wow, you actually did something interesting.
Sony, do something interesting.
You did something interesting without feeling like you were just ashamed of what you made. Wow, I'm so good at cards, you guys.
Yeah, you're not bad.
You're
I'm trying to
pretty
think,
good.
what were the other big like sci-fi shows of the Battlestar Galactica.
Babylon 5, BSG, Farscape,
Oh
They
yeah,
did a- they did
Farscape's
a-
pretty
Lex.
They did a Dune miniseries, didn't
I
they?
don't know if
Oh,
you can
they're-
really say it. Let's be honest.
The Dune miniseries
Lex
based
is
on
funny as shit though.
the shit that
Lex is-
Frank Herbert's
Lex is
kids
Lex
wrote.
is like a train wreck. You just can't.
How
look away
how
from
many
it.
times are we gonna have Jatsu talk about how Lex is bullshit? Like,
No,
on-
I'm here to talk
I'm
about
not
how Lex
saying
is bullshit.
I'm saying Lex is like a train wreck that you can't look away from. Like it's
Yeah, it's
it is
hilarious.
a nightmare. Everything
It's-
that's happening in that show is a nightmare.
Yeah, that show is fucking funny as shit. Is my
No, Lex is high art.
Does Firefly count as sci-fi?
Yeah.
The problem with Firefly is
I
like
mean-
it's not even a full season of sci-fi television, and it's really hard
Is
to
it-
actually get invested.
Was that a
in it.
sci-fi? Was that on the Sci-Fi Channel, or was that?
No, it was Fox, and remember,
Yeah.
they didn't like the pilot, so they aired the series out of order. So is that the train sequence episode aired first, and people were like, "Who the fuck are all these characters?"
So the network sent the show to die.
Yeah,
Yep.
basically, and it was expensive.
That's probably why they didn't like it. Then why did they sign on to it in the first place? How did that?
Honestly, I think the
a
movie
certain
happened
someone
because of
had
streaming
clout
platforms, too.
that was associated with that show.
Senor Huidon.
Wheaton still had pull. Like, he made this show called Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I know.
Honestly, that show I can't fucking watch that show.
He also made Angel.
I know.
You sure
Joss Whedon was
did.
an important man in serialized television in the. I guess those
noted
weren't
piece of shit,
serialized.
Joss Whedon.
Did people know he was a piece of shit then?
I mean, based
Yeah.
on things that have come out in, let's say, legal filings, I'm gonna say yes. I think I have bad cards. I don't. What
Oh,
is
yeah,
a
blank
dollhouse? The Heinrich Ibsen play. That's a joke for all you dollhousers out there.
I have no idea what a Heinrich Ibsen is.
Justin, you fucking fake English major over here. Not even talking about A Doll's House, the Heinrich Ibsen play.
Yes, the English
Doll's
major who went on
House?
to work
you,
in IT.
You actually not know A Doll's House?
I don't know what Doll's House is.
I don't even read books, and I know what a Doll's House is.
I feel like I'm being shamed for something here.
You're wait. You're an English teacher and you don't read books?
I am not an
Books are
English teacher.
boring.
Uh-huh.
CP might be.
No, I meant ZP is the person who says he doesn't read books.
Yeah.
I
books
thought
are
you were a
boring.
social studies teacher.
I teach English language development.
Hmm.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Okay. I look forward to that whole generation that just calls them Quebecos.
Let's just say my mispronunciations are considered charming.
No, they're not.
Yeah, I
The
call
kids
them
are like,
enchiladas.
tee Mr. Zombie Pie. How
Maybe
charming
Chili
it
Wolanos.
is that you don't know how to say Quebecois.
Isn't it
Quebec.
Quebecois?
No.
Quebeca.
Correct us on the pronunciation of this, Yatsu. Mr. Canadian.
Quebeca.
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 Quebecois.
Quebecois.
Quebeca.
Anyway.
Now
You
I'm
know
getting
what?
self-conscious about
ZP,
it.
you
Now
should
my Marvel
absolutely
mouth
go
is
to
starting
Montreal one day. No, actually, no, fuck it. Quebec City.
See,
And the
here's-
first thing you should say is, so what do you Quebecos do for fun out here? And see what happens.
See,
They
here's the
say,
weird thing
"Mon
is,
Dieu."
like, I like Montreal-style bagels more than New York-style bagels. So I'll just get those sweet honey bagels that are all weird, like, amoeba-shaped. I just love them. I just like them so much more than New York-style bagels.
Do you speak any French? Yasu?
No.
Not
Oh.
you.
Shush.
I speak enough French to at one point completely torpedo a man's chances of getting lucky.
Perfect. That's all you need to speak.
Yeah.
If you went to French Canada, would you be able to get by?
Absolutely not.
Have you been there?
Yes.
Hmm.
The thing is, so you could absolutely get by in a place like Montreal because like they're tolerant in Montreal of you not speaking French well or speaking English.
Do they
If you
mostly
are-
speak English? Or...
They most of them know how to speak English in Quebec.
Hmm.
I would say the percentage of people in Montreal that like will like the reputation is they get all sneery and shitty about if you try to speak them. Not really.
No, in Montreal that's not the case. They don't because they know
Yeah.
they have a lot of tourists in Montreal. But anywhere else, and it's not that they don't speak English. Like they actually do a very good job of teaching people English in Quebec. Which
They
is
just
not
hate
the,
you.
the opposite. Yeah, they just hate us. That's literally it.
The weird thing is I don't think that the people of Quebec realize that the French don't fucking like them.
Oh no, they know that.
Is just dislike of everyone else inherent in having French? as your
And
mother
like they
language or
adopted
something?
that part of French culture, which is just hate everyone.
Yeah. But it has something to do with the dialect of Quebec. Just, you know, apparently a bunch of French people get offended by it.
It's like
Oh,
if
she's
you were
talking to
go
Skellington.
the Basque region of Spain and say, "What's it like being Spanish?" You die. You die. You fucking die.
Which region of Spain?
The Basque region. So in northern Spain, there is a fraught history
I imagine so.
of people who do not want to be Spanish.
I mean, who would? Let's be honest. You can't get anything for lunch. Everyone's always asleep. It's just very inconvenient.
I mean, just take a siesta along with everyone else. I don't know. Is that actually as common?
Okay? If I were to go to Portugal,
Yep.
what is it a good tourist place for English speakers that don't know Portuguese?
Algarve
Lisbon.
specifically.
Algarve?
Yes.
Okay,
Algarve.
Lisbon is okay.
Lisbon's okay. Algarve is where you want to be.
Is that where they have like all the inclusive resorts and stuff?
Algarve is where most likely you would have all the inclusive resorts, plus all the British are there.
Oh,
So they just speak English because they want the British's money. You can just show up in Algarve and speak English, and no one will give you a problem. They may look at you sideways because, you know, American accent, but, you know, that is what it is.
That's the southern part, right?
Yes, it's the southernmost part of Portugal. It's basically
Okay.
known for its warm beaches. If you want to see like an absolutely beautiful place, Azores, but you're not going to find anyone that speaks English.
Sure, but what if I came with someone who spoke Portuguese?
Did you just call it Portuguese?
I had another moment. Portuguese.
Português.
Portuguese.
Yeah, that's fine.
Português.
That's an acceptable pronunciation.
I know,
of it,
Portuguese,
right?
yes.
Portuguese.
Portuguese Howard.
If you know someone who speaks Portuguese, are they from Portugal or are they from Brazil?
No. So I don't know if you're aware of this, but
Falo
California has
Português.
a massive Portuguese community that left during the Estado Novo, basically the Salazar regime.
Yeah, so does Canada.
So
Okay. It's just it depending on dialect, you may get a different reaction from people. You know, and by that I mean specifically, if you start saying words that are slightly different as they are in Brazilian Portuguese, there's like a weird contingent of people in the north that, for some reason, just hate Brazilians.
Okay.
They just hate Brazilians. I couldn't tell you why.
Must be another dialect
I
disconnection.
mean, how many countries?
How many post
post-colonialism countries like are viewed favorably by the country that originally owned them? Don't they all just hate each other? Except for maybe the Americans and the Brits, weirdly enough.
Eh,
Do you understand you get what I'm asking, right?
yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm just thinking about it. I think it just really depends, because there's some that are totally fine with each other, and there's some that are absolutely not.
Ask the Haitians what they feel about France.
Yeah. Or, you know.
Also, I'm pretty sure the Americans and British thing might be an exception because the Americans got so much more powerful.
Yeah. You know, I don't know for certain, but I'm pretty sure people in Angola don't like the Portuguese.
Yeah,
That's just
you
an
know, I could see. I fucked up. I was not very optimal. I'm sorry.
And I don't just say that because while in Angola, my father was stuck in a pit with a bunch of spikes and somehow barely survived.
You know,
What?
fair.
How?
You know, war in Angola, fell into a trap.
Oh, right.
Didn't
Portuguese fought to keep its empire even longer than Spain, and to a degree even
France.
longer than France. They fought to keep Angola well past its expiration date, and it basically bankrupted the Salazar regime, which was the dictatorship that dominated Portugal for 40
Yeah, I mean, at least
years.
something good came out of it.
But it basically became Portugal's Afghanistan, Vietnam, whatever you want to characterize it as. It was an endless money pit where thousands of people would go on to die.
Yeah.
And,
By the way, also Portugal, until very recently, was just like, oh, you're out of high school and you're a man. You're in the army.
go in the army.
Yeah. Oh, you don't want to join the army? Well, how about this jail cell?
UK says the British and Indians are surprisingly chill. Again, I think that might have to do with power dynamics to a lesser degree. Like,
Also, you're forgetting the fact that after Gandhi was assassinated, they had Nehru, who was very much a centrist politician who wanted their fucking money, and then eased over trade relations with Europe and the rest of the world at the cost of, like, a really genuine truth and reconciliation process.
I mean, who needs truth and reconciliation when you can have cash and
But hey.
long-standing resentment with Pakistan?
Yeah, also,
India's hatred has another
the
place to go.
partition.
Yeah, that's where all the hatred goes.
That's the weird thing.
India and
is, like-
Pakistan hate each other so much, they both have nukes, despite the US and the Soviets not wanting that.
So, yeah. We didn't want either of them to have nukes, but let's just say Britain was okay with it. And when India got nukes, Pakistan got nukes. Let's just say of those two countries, one of them's looking pretty fucking dicey having nukes right now. But so on NPR, one of the vice defense secretaries was pressed about, like, how safe are the nukes? It's like, basically saying, oh, don't worry, they're still all aimed at India only.
Don't worry, all of them are aimed at our nation.
Hey guys, you know, the nuclear holocaust may be coming probably only to India and Pakistan.
Oh, I
Like
let
that
them.
won't have any knock-on effects in the rest of the area.
I mean, it will. I understand that was a rhetorical question. Statement. I can't get over how it's fucking dumb. United States.
Oh,
military leaders
don't
do
worry, I'm aware. We don't need to talk about that either.
Yeah.
But I feel a certain way. But anyway, right now, let me tell you about Alien versus Predator 2.
How do you feel about the Alien campaign?
Better than Alien vs. Predator 3. Because it doesn't make sense.
Hostile detected.
So how did you wind up feeling about the Predator campaign?
I mean, so I think the way I feel about this game in general is it's a very post Half-Life video game campaign, but because each of the
Each of the playable races.
each of the different races plays very differently from one another, it like keeps variety going the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we gotta kill the robots. Oh, we fucked up. Apparently, there was a bomb. Someone set us up the bomb. Huh? Huh?
I remember that reference.
You know what, Jatsu, one thing that I'll say about Canadian politics, if I was on the East Coast, I sure wish Kathleen Wynne's plans to eviscerate Ontario's power companies had gone through, because, boy, a certain someone right now threatening to counteract certain tariffs wouldn't have the ammunition to do it if her plan went through.
At this point, I don't care
I don't
anymore.
think you're making a
I don't
very good
care.
argument for that. That's not a very good argument for that at all.
So
Boy. Anyways, so
Bloodborne's all right.
Oh, Justin, have you?
I beat Vicar Amelia and opened
Okay.
up a Chalice dungeon, and I'm not 100% sold on the Chalice dungeons.
No,
but
the Chalice dungeons are lame. But
is there a good reason to go through them?
you want the platinum
you can-
trophy?
Yeah, you can get
Okay,
some
is there a
decent
good
crafting
reason to
materials
go
there,
through
too.
them?
Not a really good reason.
I just gave you one. You want the platinum trophy? You want to fight
not a-
the
I'm not a
optional
platinum
the
trophy
like
guy.
the optional boss? Because there are a couple bosses that only show up in the Chalice dungeons.
I've seen a few of those.
Um,
well, at least as far as I know, they only show
The
up in...
Beast Claw is only found in the Chalice dungeons.
Okay.
That's a neat weapon.
As
not-
far as weapons go, I think I might just be sold on the Hunter's Axe for the rest of the game.
Oh well, here's the secret. The Hunter's Axe is the best of those three starting weapons by a wide margin.
I'm glad I picked
a
it.
word?
Yeah, like don't get me wrong, the Hunter Cleaver is a-okay, and I used the threaded cane is funny.
Yeah, I've used the threaded cane before. I think that's a really cool weapon, but
Yeah,
it doesn't seem
but it
like
doesn't
useful
it doesn't
enough.
hit stun
Yeah.
the way that the Hunter's Axe does, which is why the Hunter's Axe is the best weapon, because it has a shockingly great amount of hit stun. Even if the oh god. Okay, nope, this was not the right way.
Uh-oh. No, yeah, but yeah, the, that axe has a move set that I feel really good with, and does a ton of damage, and yeah, I bought the Kirk hammer, and I was like, this is really cool,
The Kirk hammer is very cool.
And it seems like it could be another weapon I really, really like, but it doesn't have a really good left to right slash.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a.
With the axe, you can push R1 and then you can push L2, and you just get 2 really good sweeps that fuck
Yeah,
everything
the
up.
big charge sweep with the hunter's axe transformed. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not even the hold R2 that I'm talking about. Like if you push R1, you'll do 1 sweep across the thing of the area in front of you. L2 does another one that's slightly slower, and you can also hold R2 and do 2 in a row that are really strong.
I'm gonna expose myself by saying, would it surprise you to know that I like Ludwig's Holy Blade?
I could
the big
buy that,
fuck
but
you
I don't
great
have
sword.
the. Yeah, I could buy that, but I don't have the cash.
It's a it's
souls.
a. Hear me out. What if it's a long sword that turns into a great sword?
Yeah.
As opposed to the Kirk hammer, which is a short sword that turns into a big fucking hammer.
Yeah. So the one thing that might make me go, I want to use the Kirk hammer more, is if you roll and then push L1, your character will like slam the Kirk hammer down and then insert the sword.
Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. They're
it's a sequence of events that like explaining it doesn't sound cool, but when you watch it, you're like, that's fucking sick.
No, it's the animation work in with all of those weapon transformations is one of the best things in that game. Okay, Lionheart likes the longsword, so we got
longsword for like the
Monster Hunter.
Oh.
You hear about this game? It's very popular.
Yes. Yeah, I was talking about a game I like though. Oh well.
No,
yeah, no,
Hunter.
The secret.
I was thinking about this recently, and I realized I for some reason I bought Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate for the Wii U at some point. I bought Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate for the 3DS. I've bought World and I've bought Rise, and I've barely played any of them, and I don't know why I bought them over the course of like the past 15 years.
You love Capcom. So in regards to weapon, like, the problem with the weapons in Bloodborne is just, quite frankly, the game doesn't give you a lot of them until you get to New Game Plus, unless you know where to look.
Lionheart says the best weapons. I'll probably buy Ludwig's thing at some point, but it's gonna be a lot to make.
Yeah, and then some of the weapons.
It's gonna take a lot to make me move from the Hunter's Axe.
Some of the weapons in the DLC are.
Is the DLC another like very late game thing?
It's an Artorias thing. It is a FromSoft DLC where it is an area that you can technically access much earlier than the end game, but is meant to be end game.
Yeah. So, will I need to look up a guide to get to it? Because the Artorias thing, I don't think anybody can actually figure that out without using a guide.
I would recommend it.
Okay.
It's worth going to. You get some of the best areas in the game.
If I'm gonna do this, I'm absolutely gonna play the Old Hunters.
Just know the Old Hunters is fucking hard.
Yep.
Easy. I didn't have all that much of a problem with the Ring City, so.
Yeah, order a fucking pizza. What are we getting on our pizzas? Hell yeah, get the right kind of shitty pizza.
Does anyone have any pizza recommendations?
See, my standard is just pepperoni, mushrooms, and green peppers.
We could get Papa Juan's.
And do they have a shaker?
I don't know what that is.
Get it, Papa John's.
John.
I've
Let's see. Do
never.
they still
I
have the
guess-
weird tavern-style pizza at Pizza Hut? No, they
Oh
don't.
God, I think I
Fuck
had
them.
that Papa John's.
Do they? Yeah. Do they still have the shakaroni at?
Wait, they got shakaroni?
Do they? Let's find out. Just to be clear, the shakaroni's not actually good,
I like his face.
Yeah,
in the
but
box.
it gets
but
the
it's got
job
Shaq
done.
on the box. No. They do not have the shakaroni. They have garlic epic stuffed crust pizza.
Epic stuffed crust pizza.
Did you guys have that whole deal where when they made that new Batman movie that they had the Batman pizza at Little Caesars?
No.
Because they made that a very big deal over here, where it was just like, this is a pizza shaped like Batman.
See, I just
Oh,
associate.
I remember that pizza. I didn't buy it, but it wasn't
Yeah.
like a huge
Yeah.
deal. But like I remember that pizza.
Yeah, it's like, what if you paid the same amount of money for pizza with less pizza on it?
Yeah. Okay.
That's the Batman pizza.
I mean,
sound like
I here's the thing. I don't hate
Less-
Little Caesars if it's fresh.
Yeah, Little Caesars if it's fresh is actually fine.
If you order it to spec, so you order one to go instead of just getting a hot and ready, you can do okay by yourself.
And you basically just, while you're driving there, you call them.
Or you just do it on the app.
I guess. I try to have human contact once.
Wow, look at this guy trying to have human contact.
Yeah, that's true. I know. Sometimes I can be
40 points
selfish.
of Domino's.
How many points is Domino's?
40 points means you can get free stuffed cheesy bread or free bread twist.
Get that free cheesy
You can
bread.
get 60
bread is
points for
free!
Free medium 2-topping pizza.
Oh,
Free pasta.
Fuck yeah, get that free cheesy bread, Brayden.
I'm
I
being
mean, there's a price
told.
to be paid. But
Hell
that price
yeah,
is your
get that
tolling.
free cheesy bread.
Fuck yeah.
But what if
dude.
we just got I don't know.
Fuck that! It's free cheese bread.
Can we? No, it's not
I
free
want to point
cheese
out
bread
that I
though
am
because
a
it's.
skinny person and I love food.
Yes,
love food so
you
much.
I've seen. Yes, you are a skinny man.
I'm a string bean. You can call me
And-
that. It doesn't make sense, is what people say when they learn what I do with my body.
Anyway,
Didn't you say you only eat one meal a day most of the time, though?
yeah, and he
No
eats it
comment.
directly on my stream.
Yeah. And sometimes it's from a theme park.
Hey, you said no judgment zone.
I'm
I'm
not
not
judging
judging.
you. I'm not judging you. I'm saying
I
if you
am.
only eat one meal a day, you could probably eat a whole lot worse than most people expect and still not gain weight.
Yeah.
It's
Actually,
not,
I
and
am
at that
very-
point, it's not about
It's about
At
the
that point,
challenge.
at that point, you just need to make sure you're getting all the nutrients you need.
Yeah, I do. I eat an orange every other day.
for Zombie Pie Redacted. Do you know where the yellow paint is?
Mm-hmm.
I need to find the.
Wait.
I need to rescue the queen.
I didn't know you played Mario.
Yeah. Yeah, this is Mario. Hey guys, I'm an Italian plumber. My name is Mario. Okay, I had to go this way. I found the path. Probably. Hello, fellow xenomorphs. But yeah, I think that this game is
Cool.
Cool, not exemplary in any way.
Just a well-made thing.
Yeah. Also,
still
the
think the
other good
Marine
news
could
is
be-
that.
I said you still think the Marine campaign
what if we got
is the
pizza?
best one.
What if we mixed it up and had a bad time?
What if we got mod pizza?
We could get mod pizza, but we would have to pick it up.
No, they do DoorDash.
Oh, they do DoorDash? Okay, yeah, sure.
System loss.
Okay, give.
We'd also be down for Pizza Hut.
Mob pizza is good, man. Man, fucking mod pizza's good shit.
Mod pizza.
System.
Fuck you, robots! I can't eat your heads.
Do you think the Marine campaign is the best campaign out of these three?
Probably it's the most just a shooter ass shooter campaign, and that probably works to its benefit.
Because that's historically been the thing with these
Yeah.
campaigns.
I mean, with the Predator, it's fun to sneak around and stab people. But also, yeah, we could see if anyone's playing this online, or I could send you all a link to the perhaps there's a package installation of this game that has all of the fan patches already.
Yes, sir.
I have changed the plan. We will not be taking the Embers back to the ponds.
I would be very surprised if there was
Directly to the Murloc.
one other person
Secure the
playing this
dropship
game right now.
Already done,
I don't
sir.
know. This is kind of a cult classic game. There might be like a small community of people
I am bringing
who know everything about it. So how are you feeling about Monster Hunter Wild?
So, okay. Time for me to talk. I'm putting my chair.
You're doing the Jonathan Frakes thing with your
Yeah.
chair.
Put on the backwards cap.
Yeah, okay, so I think I liked both World and Rise better at launch.
So I've been playing it.
What? You?
I like the grind of. I like Monster Hunter more than Souls.
Why?
Because you.
I find that the grind and especially the quest system is a bit more rewarding. I think, okay, so here's my problem. Like, Wild does make me, like, want to eat office supplies with its pacing. Like, it's needlessly bogging
Oh, I
things
just
down.
skipped every single fucking cutscene, and now
Well, let me-
I'm at the
let
part
me
where the
say
video
this.
game is happening.
So yeah, the problem is like they made a big deal about how this was going to have more story, and the sections where you're unable to sprint and are forced to like role play, they suck shit. Like, they feel like
I
they
have
don't
skipped
want you to
every
get to
single
the game's
cutscene.
meat.
Basically, no regrets.
There's
And
still
also,
those parts where that you can't run though, Braden.
it's fine. Just get through to high rank, and most of the cutscenes go away.
Expect uninvited company. Use your motion trackers and stay focused.
I will say this: it's nice to have like the real-time moves list in the top right corner again.
Yep.
And because I feel like the Monster Hunter combos aren't the most complicated, but just having that little hint reminder, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, like A then B, A B B, or something like that.
I think there are some fun story implications. They like lean into the weird parts of Monster Hunter lore.
Here's the thing. I don't know if this is just like my skill ceiling, or I'm just bad at the heavy bow gun. But your counter being tied to ignition mode just keeps throwing me off. And,
I don't use the counter. Oh, you
your
mean the
own-
Wyvern Blast counter?
Yeah, the Wyvern Blaster. Like, it's your only alternative
So it's that, or it's just the
To go
cluster
like
shells.
against perfect guards.
You don't need to do that after the perfect guard. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not super deep into it. I'm
Yeah,
still
I
just
like
playing with it.
the Wyvern Blast counter is cool. It's just you really gotta.
Are you saying that if I already have Rise, I should just play it instead?
I'm saying you should just play Rise, especially if you have Sunbreak.
I think I bought Sunbreak when I bought Rise.
I think yeah, the thing.
I do have Sunbreak.
I'm sorry, I am filling out a mod pizza order.
Oh yeah, Daisy Ridley did a YouTube video for Monster Hunter. Because Capcom paid her a whole lot of money to do that.
Yeah, Daisy Ridley does not strike me as
I don't mean she played it. I mean she just did made a narration thing.
I mean, they also got Brian Cox to talk about the story of Tekken. Namco did, so you know.
Someone had to pay him to do it eventually.
Yes.
I'm Brian Cox, and I've been doing commercials a lot.
Let me tell you about McDonald's. McDonald's new delicious Egg McMuffin sandwich. But yeah, I think in terms of the changes they have made to weapon movesets, I am generally a fan. Of what they've done. They basically made it feels like they've overhauled the bow guns maybe the most in terms of basic moveset since I started playing with 4. Like the shield, the heavy bowgun shield is just a regular part of the weapon now, which I think might have been in Rise. I don't remember. Also, the gun lance is good now because it doesn't chew through all of your durability in one single blast.
Finally.
Yeah. But, yeah, in terms of, like, the experience, I feel like it's basically World 2. And I would have to go back and play World again to do, like, a more one-to-one comparison there. But I think I really liked how little bullshit there was between just running to monster, killing, run, keep going. And there's a little bit of that here. What?
I think that fan is supposed to be spinning.
Nobody know for sure.
I hate fans.
Lionheart says Sunbreak is peak Monster Hunter.
I never played Sunbreak. See, that's my problem, is I bought Rise on Switch, because that's where it was. And then by the time Sunbreak came out, I rebought it on PC. And then I didn't want to go through low rank again. Even with, they give you overpowered weapons that don't upgrade all the way, so you can get through the base game content if you'd like. Okay, up here. Oh. Now it's moving. But yeah, I like, I've been mostly doing heavy bowgun and gun lance. And then messing around with my boy, the Great Sword.
That seems like it's a common strategy, to be honest.
Hey, you know, the Great Sword is always going to be the Great Sword. It's not like the Charge Blade where I have to relearn how to use it every single time.
I can't reach anybody.
The Insect Glaive also seems pretty fucking broken. In both, like, complimentary and pejorative terms. You can really just zip around more than usual. I hate robots. Okay, we're not going that way.
Jesus Christ. So,
See,
like,
this is what I mean by,
this
like,
game's not-
the parts of this campaign for both the Alien and the Predator where they want you to do stealthy stuff.
And yeah, it seems like
And it-
it's great.
And it's just a little bit more scripted silliness.
Yeah, it seems like all of this has the problem of there's a specific way you need to do it, and you just keep dying until you figure out that way.
Can't get me. Ah!
Ellis, extract. Ellis, extract.
Anyway,
All right.
I Justin.
Don't worry, I'm doing it. I am the alien.
Ellis.
I hate Wayland Yutani.
What did Wayland Yutani ever do to you?
They took my queen.
Those jerks.
Jerk faces. Jerk face McGee.
I hate their doors. Chomp. I don't need you.
Heading down.
The alien seems pretty good at killing dudes.
Yeah, no, I see the part where you just
Perfect killing machine.
fly around and go. "Rah, rah, 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 rah." That's good. I think this might be the last level.
So now that you've practically finished the alien, how does it feel?
I think I think it's pretty good. I think it's a real shame that Monolith
Is dead forever?
is I mean, listen, the monolith that made this game has been long dead. What's up, Squeaker Dog? Oh, cause he's just super happy because my brother gave him a treat. So if you hear very high pitched dog squeaking, that's because he's happy. He's just a big softy. He's just a big, soft, fluffy guy. That! They got sniper rifles.
Come on, come on! Vera!
Yeah, that's good. If you were, I don't know, doing a design doc and talking about what is the power fantasy of playing as a xenomorph, I feel like chomping people's heads with the little mouth inside your mouth. That'd be a pretty big one.
Okay, yeah.
I think my favorite Monolith game is probably still Fear
Yeah.
or
Fear's
Blood.
got ideas.
Like this is very much like, it's not exemplary, but it's a very good one of them's.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's so happy. Hey, buddy. Oh, you got a little chewy stick? Oh, he loves these things. Unfortunate for my stream audio, but you know.
It's fine.
I don't even know if the mic's picking it up. Or the Discord
It picked
noise
up a little bit
suppression.
earlier.
Come on.
Bye, Bo. He wanted to show me his big chew stick. I'm not quite sure what kind of chew stick it is, but he loves it. It's been, having 2 dogs has been surprisingly, less of an adjustment than I was expecting.
So the dogs get along, is what you're
Yes,
saying?
they get along. Except when apparently, Remy has Bo's toy and he's just staring at me going, "Arf."
Oh.
As one does. And that's where that picture came from, was him just going, "Arf."
This is bullshit.
This
Here's
is
my
bullshit.
shit.
Just give me, I want my toy back.
Human, get me my toy back.
Friend, give me toy. You know, he's a poodle. He's still a poodle. He's still got some weird particularness that one associates with poodle.
Yeah.
Even if he likes fun. He likes to have fun. Because he's also a doodle. Wait, the Xenomorph has real eyes? Anyway, I like when you look at the grand history of alien themed video games,
Yeah.
and like the very wide qualities, I think this is definitely
Up there?
top 5.
Oh, okay.
I know people love that. People love Alien Isolation because they want to be in a haunted house for 30 hours.
I think there's something else to it, but
I know.
yes.
I found that game's forced stealth very frustrating.
I mean, I'm not gonna push back on that. I think it's also frustrating.
And also I think I was just in the wrong mindset to play it at the time. Imagine taking that team and saying, okay, now you're making an extraction shooter.
Hi. There's so much I have to say about the whole situation there, right? Like, fuck me, dude.
And the way they have turned it around by basically turning CA Sophia into a support studio for Warhammer. Which, hey,
Look, if it pays the bills, man.
have you seen that Kislev? What they're gonna do with Kislev?
It looks cool. I'm excited. I don't know about you, but I'm
I
excited.
am. I'm excited. I am hopeful.
I mean, as I said last time when you brought this up, Kislev needs it.
Yep.
Because that faction is fucking vanilla as shit, and
The
Not
supporter
at
race
all.
mechanic is
Most-
bad.
I mean, they just are in such a bad way.
I mean, they're playable. As opposed to
Sure.
when Immortal Empire's launched. And Kislev could not do real settlements outside of the Kislev.
I was more saying that, like, they have one legendary lord I like playing.
Oh, is it Katerin?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, it is.
Kostalton is fine now.
Eh.
Because now that Kislevite warriors exist, and you have a cheap AP spear front line,
Mother Moshtanka still just makes no fucking goddamn sense.
Her
whole situation where she, again, the thing that I always get stuck up on is the fact that she has Cossacks.
Yeah.
They're just regular ass Cossacks, and she is not someone where it makes logical sense for her to have Cossacks.
No, that's fine. Her only having Kossars is fine. You better like using spiders and bears, because
you shouldn't have to.
But yeah, the thing with Kostalton is you get some fun early game slugging out.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have to deal with Azazel
part, yeah.
and Throt. What? Jerk. Yeah, you have to deal with Azazel and Throt and Norska. There we fucking go. Ah! Yeah, that's a fun. Now that Kislev has, you can do things. I also think what they're doing with Kairos is fun. By basically, it seems like, basically letting you do the custom lore book thing.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of need to do something with Kairos, because
it's one of the roughest starting positions in the game.
It's one of the roughest starting positions. Also, I've said this before about Kairos. The great part about playing as Kairos is you don't have to fucking play against Kairos.
Yeah.
And because playing against him fucking blows.
When you're in the Southlands and it's just like, okay, well, you just lost the settlement. Lol.
Yeah, this guy's fucking unkillable. Cool.
Well, you have to
Love
go.
That.
Changeling fucking sucks. Still.
Oh my god.
The Changeling campaign is basically God mode. And they basically said, like, hey, we know that people have been very divisive about this, so we're not doing shit with him right
better?
now.
I don't know. Like, the Changeling's just like a bad campaign.
Yeah, it's God mode. You basically cannot lose.
It reminds me of, like, what they really... clearly, what they wanted to do is they wanted to have an easy campaign on par with, say...
Where you manipulate other factions and going to war with each other.
Yeah, and more importantly than that, they always have a super easy campaign that's cush, and it's impossible to lose. Like, because I don't know how it's possible to lose as the Changeling. So it's basically the High Elves of 3. Like, the High Elves from 2, but here. Here you go. I don't know. There are just so many campaigns that I'm not going to say I hate. Hate is a strong word, as you would say, Brayden. I just don't like... what they've done in some of those campaigns.
How do you feel about...
How do I feel about what?
Yeah, I think the biggest pain point for me, I think sieges are still pretty fucking bad.
Oh, they're so fucking bad.
And now auto-resolve is generous enough that, for most factions, you can just auto-resolve your way through them. But, like, the number of sieges where I felt like I was actually doing what they intended, where it's like, I'm falling back, and I'm building defenses, and... I can probably
Seal the gates.
double
Protect the
digits.
Empress.
Yeah, but you know, I say this knowing that I'm going to buy the next DLC that has Slanesh and High Elves and Third Faction. Who do you think it's gonna be?
Trade, come on.
Is it gonna be Grand Cathay with the Monkey King? Is it gonna be... Is it gonna be... Are we gonna get the Norska update?
No, we aren't.
Couldn't even say that out loud. I'm sorry.
We're not gonna get a Norska update, and we're not getting a Bretonia update.
At some point, you know...
They're gonna have to, Brayden, they're gonna have to realize that Bretonia sucks ass, because the fucking supply line mechanic for them doesn't work, and Rapunzel's water shit doesn't do anything.
I don't even
gonna
care about
realize
that.
it,
I just
right?
think in the campaign, it's just a pain in the ass to put vows on every single one of your lords so you can afford decent cavalry. And then the whole peasant economy thing basically punishes you for using too many infantry. Which is mostly fine, because Bretonian infantry is the worst.
I mean, that's the whole point, though.
Yeah. But...
I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and lie, I just, like...
Foot squires are like...
They've got the hippogriffs.
Yeah, they got hippogriffs, but it's like foot squires are worse great swords in every single way, and battle pilgrims are like bad flagellants. And then they're also constrained in the sense that they kind of have all of the units from the 7th edition army book.
Yeah.
So they have all of the tabletop units. So they would have to... I mean, I guess with Khorne, you know, they put in stuff from End Times. So they're not above it. I just love running around like a little gremlin and going, nah! I hate your lockers! Get in the lockers! Mah! There's something about this late 90s,
Yeah.
early aughts era of FPSs for me, and I think that's why that's what I was mostly focused on when I was doing the FPS streams. And it's because not everything had become Call of Duty yet, or Halo, and you still have a wide variety of different,
I get nostalgic looking at these games.
Yeah.
You know what this kind of game reminds me of? It reminds me of the games that, this is fucked up. I hate this. It reminds me of the games that Raven used to make, and that's a studio that's absolutely in the Call of Duty fucking minds.
Yeah, at least they're the foreman of the Call of Duty minds. Because they're in charge of Warzone. Yeah, man. Star Trek Elite Force, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Jedi Outcast. Those are the
good
two
games in the Quake engine.
Yeah. And then, okay, there are 2 Predators now. Oh, they got the Queen! Your Majesty! Your Majesty!
Oh no, this chain link fence. Whatever shall you do?
Is the final boss going to be 2 Predators?
That'd be pretty funny. Are the predators even that much of a threat compared to the humans?
They take more hits. And they go that they do that.
They kill you. Kill you perfectly, it seems.
What? I have full health. Fuck you. This is as Muhammad Ali called the rope-a-dope. Oh fuck!
Yeah.
There are 2. You ever think about how Muhammad Ali is like maybe the last athlete who was both a tremendous trash talker and also not a piece of shit? Relatively.
Yeah, but we don't talk about him because he wasn't.
He converted to Islam and changed his name to Muhammad Ali. And then he went to jail for refusing to fight in Vietnam.
And then really became a clear case as to boxing is horrible.
Yeah, boxing is bad for you. Okay,
like CTE, the whole CTE thing, like that was originally discovered with boxers. Didn't start with the NFL.
I assume this is how I'm supposed to play the game.
I assume as well. not to speak ill of the person who feeds us, but I think it's very. She was like, "Hey, could I be a guest on your podcast for Legend of Lakai?" It's like, fucking of course. What the fuck are you talking about? We're gonna say no to Gino being on the Legend of Lakai podcast?
Being listen, just you wait. When here's the thing about being a real elite boxer is I want a real elite boxer just to beat the shit out of Jake Paul, which he will never do. He will never do. Because his people are too smart for that. Like the one time Jake Paul did go up against a real boxer who was not like super out of their prime, he got the shit beat out of him.
That Tommy Fury beat the shit out of him.
Ah!
Security, back up to the control room.
Prepare the cargo for evacuation.
Banking for final descent. Doctor, landing has not been extended. Recommend port landing. Recommend alternative routing.
Your advice is noted and ignored. Land.
Pizza. Okay, I'm almost done.
You gotta beat this.
I gotta beat this so I can eat the pizzas.
These guns are better. You can tell because they're ripping you apart.
Yeah.
Banking for final descent.
Yeah. What was the last like boxing match anyone gave a shit about? Was it Mayweather versus
Mayweather.
Pacquiao?
Yeah, there were a couple after that, but yeah, sure.
Because that's the one I remember.
But that's the last, I would say.
And then we learned about
Boxing match
Manny
where
Pacquiao
people-
being a real piece of shit when he became a politician in his home
Became a
country.
politician.
Banking for final descent. Doctor, landing has not been extended. Recommend a port landing. Recommend alternative routing.
Your advice is noted and ignored. Land. Landing beacon offline.
Not the dropship. No! No!
We did it. Ha 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 ha.
Destroy the Empress. She will not gloat over me.
Alien 1. Oh, you got this part.
I gotta rescue. Oh no! Oh look! Oh, he was a robot. We did it.
So it's a good game.
Yeah. A++. Nights in Tight Spaces, it seems like another one of those.
That Whalen Yutani, I think they're up to no good. I don't trust them. They might be bad. So, like, what was Wayland Yutani's, like, play after they got the alien? They were going to turn him into super soldiers or some shit? I just, you know...
Yeah, listen.
Every attempt to
bad
control the
stuff.
aliens doesn't work well.
They were doing bad things. Evil corporate things.
Alright.
Alright, Ralkin is
Ralkin's
playing
playing
Vandal Hearts.
I'll sign off. Bye. I'm gonna play Legend of the Lagai. Are you excited?
Oh, buddy, am I. It's at least fun to look at. Thanks everyone for watching.
Bye.
Woof woof.